Hi there, it's Michelle Bursell, and I just wanted to touch base with you quickly because I'm noticing there is a lot of people getting their feathers ruffled lately, and it's all over taxes. It just seems it is pushing a lot of buttons, and it doesn't seem to matter whether people are getting that button pushed because they feel that they have not met their financial goals, or because they've exceeded their financial goals. So it's what's really interesting about this is that it's triggering the same button, and what it's bringing up in people is a sense of lack. So for the people who haven't met their financial goals, they're seeing it in black and white, and it's really triggering something within them, and it's that sense of value that they don't see their value in the energy and the work that they're putting out. Okay, and then there's people who have made money, but their buttons are being pushed because they've got to pay in. And so either they're paying in quarterly, or they got a big bulk payment all of a sudden. And it brings up the fear of lack because all of a sudden they've built up their income and they see it dwindle because they got to pay out this money all of a sudden. So the big thing is that this is a calling for us. Taxes can be a calling for you to evolve your relationship with money so that your button of lack isn't being pushed. And I've had personal experience with this actually. I've had the experience of having six figures in the bank, six figures in debt, back to six figures in the bank, and so on and so forth. And so finally, after recognizing that there was this pattern going on in my life for years, I prayed for financial security. I was just praying, meditating, that's my intention. Financial security. And this was a while back, but it took a couple weeks and then I got it. And tax season reminds me of this because what tax season is about is having one foot in reality while also keeping one foot in the spiritual. And this really is our evolution. It's really a middle path, a middle way to go about living. But there's something about seeing that account dwindle or seeing our goals not being met that we jump all the way into reality and we lose sight of the spiritual. So what I got from this meditation was this, is that financial security comes from within here. It doesn't matter how much money you make, and I've seen this with people who make a ton of money, and they are nowhere near financially secure. They're always worried about how they're going to lose that money. So that's not financial security. And so it's having that knowingness from within here that regardless of what that bank account says, my value is not tied to this, and it's not the ultimate truth. So we can see that when we keep one foot in the spiritual. And actually, a lot of successful people do this unconsciously. They see that this isn't their truth. So for an example, Donald Trump. I don't know a lot about him, but I do know a little bit of his story. And so we know that he's become a success, but he's also gone through periods where he's lost it all. So being 7, 8 figures in debt. But what he tapped into and what we can learn to evolve our relationship with money is that knowingness. See, people who make money have the experience of knowing, I can do that. I've been there before. I can do that. And so they don't base their value on what the black and white papers are saying. And we can all learn from this. Our value is not based on that black and white, no matter what it says in tax season. Yes, we want to keep it in mind, and yes, we want to tap into the spiritual. And together we build into the potential and really a more healing relationship with money, that we trust that from following our gut, from listening to the sounds of our inner voice and our essence, that we are going to be directed to and guided to having prosperity that allows us to have all our needs met. So if you know of anyone who has their feathers ruffled during this time, or if it's yours, remember to bring that foot back into the spiritual, and then you will be guided as to how to evolve your relationship with money as well. Until next time, continue to live consciously and live exceptionally well.